Hey guys, welcome to the live stream. Before we get started, come on in the room, open up your laptop or your mobile device, grab you something to drink, grab you something to eat, so we can get in here and have a little chit chat. I'll be with y'all in just a minute. Hola! From the west side. Happy Saturday. And I had opened up the mic. All right, let me come on camera over here. And as you see, my background today is a purple fire in the fireplace, because in most of the country today it is chilly, cold weather. I know here in the West it is raining this weekend, today and tomorrow. This is the type of weather where I just like to get me a cup of coffee, curl up in a tree, in a chair, or in the bed, a wrap on me, wrapped in that blanket, and read a book, either digitally or paper. And I will probably do something like that a little later on, but right now I had to get my butt up on here because I have not been on here in a while. Let me like a week. This is literally only my second live this year. Let me just turn this music down. Ooh, it's way too loud. Okay, hold on. All right, now let me go off camera for a second. I will be back momentarily. Enjoy the music. I have to go get some audio support. I'll be right back. All right, y'all. I'm back. I am actually fixing something before I come on camera. Hola, sir. ¿Qué pasa? Oh, no. Sorry, I'm multitasking. This one there. I think I kicked myself out of the live. Yeah. All right, I'm in the live. Let me come on camera. I can do this last part off on camera. Because what I'm literally doing is trying to pair this AirPod with my freaking phone. Let's see, do that. This is connected. Okay, so it's connected. This is connected. Let's see. All right, let me try it this way. I think it's connected now. I think. Oh, this is so irritating. Because it. Let's see. I'm literally sitting here like holding it over there. Think it's just not doing what I want it to do. Let's see. Unless it's the other pod. Let's see. So let's see. See, it didn't to connect to one. So now it's plugged. All right. I'm back. I'm not scattered brained no more. Hey, Jill. Okay, so now I'm back. And I've got my libation for the day. My libation, since it is so cold outside and wet outside, hey, Jill, is I've got a cup of coffee in my color purple cup. And this is the color purple, the Broadway version. And this is probably one of the original, this is one of the original color purple cups from Broadway when it was originally on Broadway, before they had all of these, celebrities jumping into the role of Silly. So anyway, and someone gifted me like some pumpkin spice non-dairy creamer. So I've got probably like 6 months worth of, no, I'm just kidding. Probably like about a month's worth of it because, the way I drink coffee. So it's got a little pumpkin spice in my Bustelo. And if you're not familiar with Bustelo is like rocket fuel. It's a very strong espresso. Um, that a lot of Latino people, including us Afro Latinos, like to drink because it's strong, strong, strong. All right. So now let's get into some of this stuff that is going on. It has been so much going on this week, y'all. On YouTube and in the world at large. But the first thing that I want to talk about is this Tasha K situation, where it appears that she allegedly had some offshore accounts that are in her name, in her husband's name, in her kid's name, whoever, that have been found by Cardi B's legal team. And it appears that unless she's able to work something out with the Justice Department or the Treasury Department or the bankruptcy courts, that she may be the F in debtor's prison. Now, here's my thing. I don't know if this really helps Cardi B. You see, because if Tasha K ends up in jail, how you think you're going to get any money from her, ma'am? How do you think that you're going to get any money from her? I mean, does she really think that at some point in time she's actually going to get that $4 million from Tasha? But she's strapped for money right now too, because her money ain't as long as she would like people to think it is. Because if her money was as long as she like people to think it is, she would, hey Sarah, she would not be running down Tasha K. And now, for the rest of us content creators on here, on YouTube, we got to watch how this is playing out with Tasha. We all know that the way that Tasha played this probably wasn't the smartest. And the rumor mill is saying that Chelsea, the former assistant, is the one who gave this information to Cardi B's team. Y'all, revenge is a dish best served cold. And it's crazy that Tasha did not have any type of NDA with Chelsea when Chelsea has a reputation of doing this kind of stuff. Because didn't she write that book in regards to Jason Lee, who she also used to work for? I'm just saying. Now, clearly, Tasha makes good money on YouTube, but good money on YouTube is still enough to pay $1 million lawsuit, because YouTube is, you know, I mean, I think what is the ratio? I think it's 70/30 now. And she's got a good click, you know, per view rate because she's over 1 million. But still, she also pays people with, some of that money, the team and whatnot, you know, takes care of her family. So that's the reason she was into this reorganization of debts. But you cannot lie. You cannot lie to the bankruptcy court. You can't. Because you will 75% chance have your butt in jail. You see how they going after folks. I mean, you've got the ones with tax evasion who black folk. You can't. We can't lie to the government about our money. We can't do that. Okay. We definitely not gonna get away with it. If the pale, the palm color folk don't get away with it, how do we think we gonna get away with lying to them? And why was Tasha so comfortable allowing Chelsea to know this kind of information if in fact that's who this information came from? Question. And she's not speaking on it as, why would she? But I know she better go get herself a good attorney and not Olga again. Get you a tax attorney or somebody who deals a bankruptcy attorney, a good one. Let me see what you guys are saying. Okay. It's just crazy to me. And here's the thing: the majority of her content is not even being put on YouTube. I mean, she puts part of it, and eventually, it'll get here. But a lot of it is on her subscription site. And I know that there are a lot of people that are subscribed to her subscription site, myself included. But I don't believe that there's enough of us to float that. But the other thing is that, she has enough subscribers and enough support in these YouTube streets, and people have offered to help her to pay this money back, but she doesn't want anyone to help pay this money back because I don't think she wants. Well, she don't have it, the $4 million, and I don't think that she is going to ever have the $4 million to pay. Yeah, I don't think so. And if Cardi puts her out of business, well, you definitely not gonna get your money. So, moving right along to the next thing that we want to talk about. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is, and before I get into that, shouts out to Emma Rec TV, who is the YouTuber who brought this to YouTube, and it's also on his TikTok account. Let me go find his channel and put it in the Let me put it in here because I'm subscribed to him. Go back. Let me find it. Copy a link. Copy the link. All right. So I'm about to do a link that you guys can go look at later on his YouTube, where because I believe this came out on, what's today? Saturday? Came out like maybe Wednesday of this week. And what this is something that you rarely will see. And that is footage of Dave Chappelle. Okay. Because I don't know if any of you have ever been to a Dave Chappelle concert, but he locks everybody's freaking phones up. You are not allowed to tape anything. You don't even have your phone. But somebody had a phone here in LA this past Monday at Del Rey Monday, Comedy Mondays. And I believe it's at the Improv, LA Improv, that's up in the Hollywood area. And so, Dave, along with a lot of other comics, was in town because it was Dion Cole, who, like Del Rey, is from Chicago. So he was, doing this and, had comics come in to celebrate. Because Dave Chappelle is the GOAT, Chappelle got up on the stage and he started talking about Cat Williams. And he came from a different narrative than most of us would have expected. Now, it was told to him that Cat had nothing but good things to say in regards to Dave. And Dave said that's because he's been nothing but nice to him at all times. So, but he seemed to feel some kind of way about Cat ethering Cedric the Entertainer for stealing his freaking joke. And there were other comics there, including Del Rey himself, who felt that what Cat did is a good thing for the Black comedy community. And it took a minute for them to get to get Dave off the ledge. Hold on, I'm gonna see if I can find if I can find it. Go to my TikTok. Actually, I don't want to do it on here. Let me do it on. Let me get another device. Let me get another device and see if I can pull up TikTok. I don't. Okay, I'm gonna have to do it on the phone. So let me see. Let me go find what I'm looking for. All right. Let me look it up. I don't even know if I follow him on TikTok. Let me see. Okay, so I found it. I found it, y'all. Let me put up my so he don't strike me or anything, but this is from his TikTok, and I'm just gonna play some of the audio. Give me a second. Let me find my all right, put that up on the screen. There we go. Put up my disclaimer. Let me put my disclaimer up. Okay. And let me just. I have to do that. Put that over there. And let me turn down this music so y'all can hear it. All right, turn the volume up on this. All right, so let me take the, okay, I put that up for a minute. Take that down, because that's rude. That is rude. All right, so now let me see if I can play this. And hold up. This is what I'm gonna do. Hold on. And let me tell you something. I go to niggas' baby christenings, I go to the weddings, I go to niggas' funerals. Game. Sis, you don't eat the niggas. You didn't say anything about any of these white boys. None of these white boys function like that. Cat is one of the best. So that's just a little bit of it. I don't want to play too much, because y'all know. Especially because of someone, you know, he's not cursing yet, but he will be. Okay, let me turn that off. All right, hold on. I had to bring myself back into the, I had to jump out of the chat for that. I had to jump out of the chat for that. Well, now I'm going back into the chat. Okay, there we go. So I gotta get it to come back. I don't know why it does this. Anyway. All right, so it's not letting me. This is the weird thing about dealing with this daggone thing, because it doesn't. It doesn't. That's how I get it. I'm gonna put it in my hand. It's just irritating. It won't connect. It only does this when I'm online with y'all, even though it says it's connected. See, here we go again. Just kick me out of the live again. Keeps kicking me out of the live, but it won't connect. Won't connect. Y'all can hear me. I know. From the phone. I don't know. This is irritating. Yeah. So let's see. It's like neither one of them. This is like one of the things with Apple products. It's one of the things. So I don't know. I'm gonna close this one out. Put that in there. And yeah, I'm just gonna turn the sound down on here. And wait for it to act like it's got some sense, but it's never going to happen. So I'm just going to go back to what we were saying. So let's go back to Dave. So Dave seemed to have a problem with Cat spitting out, what he had to say. And, Cat right now owns the internet. I think that he and Dave should have a conversation, though. I think that they should have a conversation. This is just irritating me, y'all. It's so irritating. It's so irritating. Because any other time, I would have no issues. But today, he having issues. And they're 100%. They're 100%. But yet and still, I can't hear anything from it. That's the irritating part. Both of them are 100%. So, this is what we're going to do. We're going to see if the other ones that I was wearing when I first came in here are back to working. Because this is my main set. And they work. So that part. I'm just, yeah, I'm over it. Okay, so. All right. So we're back on the other ones that I started out with y'all. Sorry, technical difficulties, but I have to be able to monitor what's on YouTube when I'm in the studio, so I can hear what y'all can hear. And if I can't hear it, then it's an issue. All right, so back to my commentary, y'all. All right, so let's get into this. So Dave had a point of saying that a lot of the stuff that Cat was saying is because Cat feels hurt And he said, hurt people hurt people. And then he said that he's a hurt person who doesn't go out here and hurt people. I mean, as we all know, Dave Chappelle walked away. They say it was $10 million, but he walked away because they offered him $10 million when he was making them $100 million, and they only wanted to give him $10 million. That's the way that's the reason why that man walked away, and it worked to his benefit. But I can see his point, but I think what he wanted was for Cat, instead of Cat doing what he did on the internet, breaking the freaking internet, is to have had those conversations private. But if you listened to what Cat said in his interview, he tried to do that before, and they still played in his face. Cedric, in particular, played in his face after he squashed it with him. I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying, Jill, and I think that's what Dave's point is. It's that he didn't feel that this was a good look for us as black, you know, for us in the black community, for black comedians, to air out their dirty laundry. And he felt that he should have been going at the palm colored comedians instead of going after comedians within his own community. And Del Rey and some of the other comedians who were at the event felt differently. They felt differently. They felt that what Cat did was was good for the black community, for the black comedian community, and he they felt that it opened up the wider discussion of what's really going on. But the thing is that everything that Cat said, for the most part, he has been saying for years. Nobody was listening. No one was listening, and now they are. That's the point. But he's been saying the things that he's saying, and I think that you know, much respect for Cap, because he like Dave. He and Dave are both basically outsiders because they did not compromise. Dave walked away from what we would consider not good money because they were playing in his face. He made $100 million, but they only wanted to give him 10 million. But the unfortunate thing about it is that they took like he can never use the Dave Chappelle show again as a moniker, even though Dave Chappelle is his name. He can't do that. Ain't that crazy? Ain't that crazy? That's what he had to deal with for doing that. And then you have Cat Williams on the other hand, who for many years people thought this man was crazy. They were saying that he was doing illicit drugs, but we can't find no pictures of him, no arrests, no evidence that this man has ever done anything but the ganja. And I know we can get into the debate as to whether ganja is a drug or not. We all know that it's considered category 1 in the United States, but that was done because of us, because of the people that look like us. But in reality, it's a freaking plant. Okay. Let me see. No, you don't. They're about the money together for the most part. Yeah, and I understand that, but you know, a lot of the things that the cat is saying are truth. And like I said, people weren't listening to him before because they were trying to make you think this man was crazy, all this stuff. But now, most of the stuff that he's saying, there's like video proof and all kinds of stuff, or other people who are co-signing exact the things that he is saying now. And as we know, Cat don't have industry money behind him. He does when he does his tours, every tour that he does, he funds that stuff with his own freaking money. So he may not have as long money as a Dave Chappelle, but he got a lot of money on his own that he can actually fund his own freaking tours. And he's always on tour. So clearly he's making good money and he doesn't have to shell it out to other people. He's able to give the comics that he brings on tour with him money, and the rest is for him. Promotes his own stuff, all of that. So I have to give it to him from that point. But I think that he's just frustrated because he's been saying the same thing and he's just tired. You know, I didn't even know that the dude was a member of Mensa. You know, and for those of you who are wondering, how you become a member of Mensa, I'm gonna tell you because I've looked into it. Because quite a few people have told me I should do Mensa. I'm smarter than y'all think I am. I have always been the smart girl. But you pay a fee, and I think it's like, I don't know, I think it's like around $200 or something. And then you can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Because it just kicked me off. So I just need to make sure y'all can hear me. Okay, y'all can hear me. All right. Yeah, 'cause I'm wireless on the computer today. Because when I moved my whole studio situation around, I need to get a longer Ethernet cord um, for my monitor, or I'm going to have to put it over here, and I don't want to do that. So I'm going to order a longer Ethernet cord for it, and when I do that, then it'll be back on the Ethernet. But until then, we are wireless because the modem for my broadband is in a whole nother room. It's over there somewhere. Y'all give me 1 second. I'm gonna go off camera and let me put the music back up because I'm sorry, I turned the music down. Y'all don't have no music. I don't want it to be no dead air while I walk away for a second because I need to get me some more coffee. And the coffee pot is in another room. Okay, there's some music. All right. All right, I'll be All right, y'all, I'm back. Let me just get the camera again. All right. There we go. There we go. Coffee. Yeah, I mean, but to Del Rey's point, I agree that it is good because it does put some focus on some of these other comics that people don't see, who are out here in the trenches doing their stuff, writing their own stuff. Because who knew that Cedric and Steve and all it, but these don't write their own stuff. Now we know Dave writes his own. Dude told us that he keeps a bowl full of punchlines, and then he builds the joke to go with the punchline. It's crazy because y'all saw how, if you watched, I forget which one of his specials was. He brought out a punchline, and it was, and then I kicked her in the ussy. And then later on in that particular special, I'll be damned if that man didn't do a joke. And that was the freaking punchline. And by the time he did, we had all forgotten about the fact that this man said he was going to do that. But he did. Okay, thank you, Jills, for coming through. I appreciate you for coming through, sis. As always, I'm not going to be on here much longer because we are close to an hour. But I will tell you guys that I do have a video that is coming out later on today. I know I mentioned it on my community wall this morning. It's already uploaded. I just have to go into the studio and do my last minute stuff, and I'll do that as soon as I get off of here. I'm gonna jump into the studio because I like to make sure that my videos have the closed captioning in them, and I like to make sure that I put my in-screen stuff in, and I do a lot of the stuff as far as uploading my stuff from my trusty iPhone right here. However, some of the studio stuff I have to actually sit in front of a computer and do, like, the end screen and putting the closed caption in there. Yeah, I can't do it on my phone, much as I would like to do. But the video that's coming out this afternoon is going to be in regards to Mobiles and Jonathan Owens, and whether they are relationship goals or red flags. And you know, my opinion is probably different than other people because I'm an older woman, I'm not out there trying to chase down uh, a man to get married and build a family with because I'm gonna be 61 next month. I do have a partner. We are gonna get married, but we're not trying to build a family. This is we're at the we, I don't know what StreamYards is doing, but it keeps kicking me out. I think you guys can hear me now. It what it does is it kicks me out and lets me back in. Let me turn this music down. It's loud. And it mutes my mic. It's muting my mic. It's a good thing that I'm, towards the end of my programming. I like my little purple fire in the background too. But anywho, moving right along. In that video, I just kind of give y'all like a coffee talk commentary in regards to these young people who are literally newlyweds. They're not even a year into their marriage, but I don't think she has any type of self-esteem issues in regards to old dude. I think he's the one who has the issues because he's trying not to be Mr. Simone Biles, and I think he just needs to chill and support this woman and be happy that he's the one that she's with, because as I say in the video, nowhere does it say she that find the husband find a good thing. It says he that findeth a wife findeth a good thing. Okay. So that video will be out a little later on. I'm also releasing a poem that I did release on this channel, but I'm going to be releasing it on the Purple Diva Den with new digital background footage, I think, and it's a poem that I entitled Peacemaker, which is about MLK. This is a totally different poem from the poem that I wrote for the country for this poetry contest that I'm going to be in. Which, by the way, y'all, the poetry contest, the MLK poetry contest, is now on February 3rd, which is a Saturday, and it's the day before my birthday, y'all. It's my birthday weekend. So I would love if y'all come out. I'll make, as soon as she starts to put out the stuff in regards to it, I'll start to promote it on my channel. But I would love for y'all to come out. I would love to win one of those prizes as I'm celebrating my 61st birthday. Let me turn myself down. I am so loud. I'm so loud. That's right, y'all. In less than 4 weeks, your girl DC is going to be 61. And I know I don't even look like I'm 60. God is good. And black don't crack. It don't crack. But in doing this time, I'm also working on finishing up all of my pre-licensing work, so that I will be getting my California insurance license in the month of February. That is my plan. So y'all pray that I get everything that I have to do as far as that is concerned. I will get that done as soon. And then after I get that license, then I can start thinking about other licenses that I want. But I would just want to get that one back under my belt because I did have my insurance license about 15 years ago. Yeah. Probably a little longer than that, but it's I've had it before. I'll have it again. So, all right. So now let me just look at this. Make sure. Oh, thank you, Sarah. I thank you, girl. God is good. God is good. That's why when these folk be out here saying all this crazy stuff, I was like, y'all wish. I said, how I look is what you wish you look like when you get to be my age. And I did a short last weekend, which is, in regards to Founders Day for my sorority, because I am a member of Delta Sigma Theta. And in said short, there's a couple of shots of me when I was younger. And I promise you, your girl DC looks the same. I- Ain't nothing changed. Nothing changed. You know, maybe for my birthday, I'll do a short that kind of goes through, you know, pictures of me from when I was a baby all the way to now so that y'all can see that, I got the good genes. I got the good genes. and my father will be turning 85 the week before I turn 61. And he does not look like he's 85. Matter of fact, my dad looks like he's in my age range. He looks like he's in his 60s. Praise God. And he's in great health. He's still working, y'all. I told y'all my dad's is a physician. I'm glad. You know. And he's not in one of those stressful fields. He's a dermatologist, but all of his kids, we all have beautiful skin. None of us had any acne problems, like ever. But one of the things that I am going to be picking his brain about and possibly putting out a video, if I can get him to do a Zoom with me where we talk about it on a Zoom, and then I'll just upload that to here, which is I want to discuss with him, hair things that we should be doing as we get older to keep our hair thick, because most of you women will find as you get older that even if have thick hair, it's still going to start to thin some as you get older. Now my hair is still really thick, but it's not as thick as it was when I was younger. So I do supplements and everything. But I'm really going to ask him about one of the particular ones that I use, which is Nutrafol. Nutrafol is very expensive. It's expensive. Let me just say that. And when I say expensive, it's like depending on where you get it. I mean, it's between $60 and $80 a month for a 30-day supply. And it is not something covered by insurance. I wish, but it's not. Because, there's nothing in it that is like medical products. So you don't need a prescription for it. But, and then some of the oils and stuff that I use to keep my hair, but y'all only see me with my hair up in the braids because my hair is always in braids. But, contrary to popular belief, those of us who wear our hair in braids, we do wash our effing hair. I wash my hair every freaking week, even when it's in braids. When I take the braids down, which is usually every 4 to 6 weeks. I don't leave braids in my hair for more than 6 weeks. I then do a deep conditioning of my hair before I dye it purple, because my hair is purple under the braids too. Dye it back purple and rebraid it. Yeah, but it's I don't know. I don't know these women that don't wash their hair when it's in braids. I don't know those people. You know, before I was wearing these, I used to wear the individual braids that were human hair, and definitely washed it when I had the human hair in it. But I had to pray over that hair before I could put it in my hair, because you don't want y'all know y'all know about spirits attached to hair. So yeah, you have to. Let me just say this to those of you who wear human hair wigs and human hair in your hair. Pray over that hair before you put that hair in your hair, or attach it to your own hair. Pray over it, so that if there was any kind of spirits on the person whose head that came off of, whose DNA that hair is, it does not attach itself to you. It's one of the reasons why I don't do too much of the human hair braiding in my hair, because I don't want to attach somebody else's spirits to my head. But on the occasions when I do the human hair braids, because I used to just braid my hair and just put a little extra human hair at the end, I prayed over that hair. Yes, exactly. There's a lot of natural things, and although my channel is not obviously, one of the hair channels, because that's, you know, I am a naturalista. I am into taking care of my hair, and I have a father who's a freaking dermatologist, and he specializes, obviously, in taking care of our skin, our stuff. So I'm always going to ask him, because he knows that even though people think skin is skin and hair is hair, we still have different things. Like our hair is much drier than people who are of other ethnicities, people of other ethnicities, which has to do with, part of their genome, you know. And but nonetheless, our hair is our crowning glory. And the palm colored people have made us ashamed of our crowning glory. And this isn't a new thing. This has been going on for. I can remember when I was a kid, y'all, and I'm gonna get ready to get off of here now, where I was wearing my hair natural. I didn't have I didn't have a perm in at that time, because I didn't have a perm my entire childhood. But my mom did start putting perms in my hair at the age of 5. But when I started doing my own hair, which is, in my teens, early teens, I certainly wasn't putting a perm in my own hair. But I would roller, put it up, and then my hair would be curly, but it was really long, and it was, voluminous. And I remember that I used to get teased because I didn't have my hair perm, because I was wearing my natural hair. I ain't have the, I didn't, had my kitchen in the back, whatever. But guess what? I still got a whole head full of hair now because I didn't perm my hair until forever. I did never do no big chop on my hair. When I stopped perming my hair, which was way back in my 20s, in my early 20s to be exact, because once I moved from the East Coast, you know, when I went to college in the early 80s, well, that was when people were suddenly, paying to get their hair curly, you know, putting them curls in their hair. Well, that was my hair's natural texture. So I just went back to my natural hair and basically grew out my hair with braids until it was to its natural texture. And then I wore my natural texture without any braids for years and years and years. I would flat iron it every once in a while. But for the most part, I was, the curly hair queen. People hated the fact that some people would talk about it because I didn't put perms in my hair, but I still got all my hair. And thankfully, the Crown Act.
All right, here we go. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna say that this wants me off air. Yep. Oh, you work for a dermatologist? I worked in my dad's office when I was younger. Let me see something. I think it switched. I think it switched. I think it switched my mic. Hold on. This thing is just turned off. Y'all hear me in the room.
That's what it sounds like y'all getting paid now. All right, it should be fixed. It should be fixed. Yeah, I worked in my dad's office when I was in college, and probably like maybe a couple years after that, because he had a private practice out here in California for a long time, and you know, but you know, I just try to do the best things for my hair, and what I realized very early, like in my 20s, was that I needed to not be perming my hair because my hair got over processed. So I just stopped perming it. I think I was maybe 22, 23. Yeah, my hair hasn't seen a perm since my 20s. And we now know that for some women, it can cause, certain kinds of the big C in our reproductive organs. And you have to wonder if that is the reason why so many women of color suffer from fibroids. But I know I've been rambling. We already over my hour. I will be back. Let's see. I might come on tomorrow. I might come on tomorrow afternoon. But I'm definitely going to be dropping that video. Let's see, what time is it here? It is a little after 2 here on the West Coast. So the video will be out by 6 o'clock East Coast time, which is 3 o'clock on the West Coast, within the hour. I'm just going to set it to premiere. And hopefully you guys like that content. There's more coming. As I said, I'm going to be putting the poem Peacemaker out later on today, also over on the Purple Diva Den. I'm going to try to come live again tomorrow. I might come live tonight. I don't know. But I'm probably going to be, doing more of just kind of supporting people around in these YouTube streets. But let me get my outro. Let me get to my outro, y'all. I got to keep myself in the algorithm because, so I can keep my monetization. All right. So I will see you guys later. There is no outro for this. I just remembered. I think, this is the one I'm going to be using. So I'm just going to use the one that I use on one of my ASMR. Now that's something that I might do. I might come on later on and put on an ASMR because it's such a rainy day. So I might come in and set that up for later on today for about an hour. I might do a rainy day ASMR for you guys. So that might be. I haven't done an ASMR in quite some time, so I might do a rainy day one for like about an hour, and then that'll be something that people can come back and play later on because it'll simply be the sounds of the rain, no other sounds. All right, you guys. Anyway, I will see you guys. Until then, I offer you peace and blessings from the West Side. I'm out, y'all. Peace. Bye. Oh, wrong one. That's the wrong one. Here it is. Here's the out. Here's the out. Bye, y'all. Peace.